Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of 6 for 6. We are cranking out all these World Cup episodes at an alarming rate, and our views are starting to pay off. Our last two videos have been doing extremely well, so hopefully we can keep that momentum going as the rest of the World Cup continues. But the real question is, can Cristiano Ronaldo rally the Portuguese team to a victory so they can get out of the group stage with Colombia in this group? And tying with the Congo is not helping their morale boost. But Uzbekistan might be a challenge because they tied, and it's all interesting to what I would say. Uzbekistan did not tie because they ended up losing to, I believe, Colombia in their opening match. But now it's coming down to, can Ronaldo get back in the Golden Boot race, or is this just him trying to get to the World Cup final as best he can? It's not an easy task for our Cristiano Ronaldo, but he will find a way to get through and make it happen for his legendary career, or will he fall short and never reach the goal of winning a World Cup? You can find out more on this episode of 6 for 6. Let's get the show on the road. Last episode, ladies and gentlemen, we had all of our perfect picks. Algeria gave us a scare last night, but they surged back late in that game against Jordan. Jordan was up for the longest time, defending all they could, and they were very aggressive trying to get a second goal. But it was just how it was. Algeria surged back, made their way through, and they just made it look like it was one of those do-or-die scenarios, and they got two quick goals, and that kind of drive their scenario. I wouldn't say shocked by it, but it was just quick on how fast they got their goals. And I was like, oh my goodness, the unthinkable was going to happen. I thought Jordan was going to get their first ever World Cup win, but it was changed and dashed just in a heartbeat. But that gave us the perfect, I guess, 4 picks in our World Cup bracket thus far in this season. So I'm pretty happy with it. And that's improving our record to 48, 26, and 5, ladies and gentlemen. Our pick'ems are looking pretty pristine, if you ask me on that front. But we got to start diving into today's games. And we're going to just kind of work our way up to the Portugal. A lot of attention because the Golden Boot race with Mbappe, Haaland from Norway, and Messi are just going at it, goal after goal after goal. Ronaldo needs to get his act together and get some goals, but I think his ego is driving this Portuguese team insane, which is hurting them on trying to get out of this group stage. Because if they get eliminated, that's going to be the saddest World Cup that we will ever see Cristiano Ronaldo walking off that field knowing that he did all that he could do, but the team just could not perform and get out of that group stage. But let's dive in now, ladies and gentlemen, to what we got started in the group stage. We are talking about Colombia versus Congo. Group stage today, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time on FS1. The Congo trying to get a victory over Colombia, trying to set them up on top of the group, drawing with Portugal, but they know they need to win with a good margin to get on top of that group so Portugal doesn't surpass them with some differentials and tiebreakers. So it's a critical campaign for the Congo in this one, ladies and gentlemen, but I think Colombia is more of a fearsome competitor. Will get the job done and walk out with a solid victory at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight on FS1. So you can catch Colombia, Congo, group stage today at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time on FS1. Next up in the third group, we got Panama, Croatia, group stage today, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time on Fox. Croatia trying to get off of that tough loss to England. It was a battle, but we knew it was going to be a thrilling match. But Luka Doncic and the company will have to find a way to get out of this group stage by skinning their teeth in a very dramatic fashion that we have going on here. I think Croatia is going to find a way to get it. They are trying to make a Luka Doncic last ride campaign as best they can. The team has been ferocious in past World Cups, but they're running out of chances here. And getting this victory puts them back in the picture in the group stage hunt to, if not win it all. So we got to catch this one today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, Panama, Croatia, and I have Croatia winning this matchup. Next up in the 2 slot, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming home for England, now leading the group stage with 2 goal differentials And then you have Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, +1 ahead of the group right now, leading in second place of the group stage. So Ghana's trying to get that quick tie, if not a win against England. That's going to be a tough one for this Ghana squad. But they're going to find a way to at least try to draw, but England's not going to let that happen. England's going to be trying to make a campaign push to try to keep winning on this World Cup stage. And I think Harry Kane and company have a way to do it here today to knock off Ghana and give the English the victory here. So I have England winning against Ghana. Group stage today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Fox, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's start talking about the game of the week. Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo, Uzbekistan, trying to make a stand in this one, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have to do to get this magical finish more than anything else than what we could ever ask for Cristiano Ronaldo? What he needs to do is get himself back in the Golden Boot race, but they're going to try to force him the ball the entire game, which is probably going to give them a draw, because they're going to try to get him back in that Golden Boot race to wrap up his World Cup career. And it's tough when you have a legend like that. Same with how Argentina felt with Messi trying to get him to the promised land to win his World Cup. It's one of those things. When you have a legend that is just so big in the game, you do everything in your power to make sure they have that Cinderella send-off as best you can. But sometimes that gets away of the objective of the game to get the win and just keep moving forward. And instead of worrying about their legendary career, they will perform when they need to perform, but it's putting the team in jeopardy and forcing them to pass Ronaldo the ball to get the job done. I think Portugal will get the win today, but the team is playing to Cristiano Ronaldo, which is probably hurting them in this campaign. So I think they'll get the win out of there. They'll get the win over Uzbekistan, but I'm shocked that they tied Congo. I don't know what this Portuguese team going to end up doing, because does Uzbekistan stun them and draw Portugal, and that will make things more dramatic fashion for Cristiano Ronaldo. We know what happened in the last World Cup. Messi stumbled with Saudi Arabia, but maybe it's the same story complex where Cristiano Ronaldo has that issue with Congo, but somehow goes on a hot streak and wins the World Cup for Portugal and give the nations its first ever World Cup win in nation history. So we'll see what ends up happening today at 1 p.m. Eastern today, 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a quick recap and we'll get you on out of here. Like I said, fourth game today, ladies and gentlemen, Colombia, Congo, group stage today at 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Pacific time on FS1. And I have Colombia winning it. Next up in the third game that we have Panama, Croatia, group stage today, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time on Fox. And I have Croatia winning it. Second game, ladies and gentlemen, we got England, Ghana, group stage today, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time on Fox. And I have England winning it because it's coming home for them in this group. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo needs to make a statement today. And Uzbekistan making the stand to hold up against Portugal in this matchup. You can catch it today, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox, and I have Portugal winning it. Like I said, we have a very strong so far campaign with the World Cup right now. Our last picks, we were all correct in our 4 picks, so hopefully we can get another correct 4 picks as well. And like I said, our season 5 record thus far is 48, 26, and 5. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of 6 for 6, and enjoy all your World Cup matchups. And remember, continue to support local businesses during this World Cup. And we'll catch you all next time here on 6 for 6. So long for now. Bye-bye.